Hey guys, welcome to this tutorial. In this new tutorial, we're going to compare one of the mostly used Opus models out there, which are the Opus 4.8 and its successor Opus 5. So here I have currently two tabs open, with one being the Opus 4.8 on max effort and the another one being the latest Opus 5 on the max effort, as you can see right now. So if we generally compare Claude Opus 5 with Opus 4.8, then Claude Opus 5 outperforms Claude Opus 4.8 in advanced reasoning, coding, and scientific research. But the thing lies is that though both share identical list pricing of $5 per million input tokens and $25 per million output tokens. So for reasoning and benchmark, Claude Opus 5 leads Opus 4.8 across core evaluations, showing major gains in agentic coding, computer use, and life sciences. There are also behavioral differences between the Opus 5 and the Opus 4.8. As Opus 5 runs internal thinking by default and generating longer text deliverables, auto verifying its work, and narrating progress more frequently during agent sessions. And also, WebFetch is absent on Opus 5 and it does not support priority tiers. This is one of the features that had been changed with the Opus 5. So now, to compare both of them side by side, we're going to give them a quick prompt which will display their thinking, their narratives, their personas, and as well as their coding skills so that we can have an underlying outcomes of which one performs better if you were to choose. So I'll just simply paste this particular prompt to both of them, and for so that the video does not stretches long, we're gonna choose the effort to medium for both of them so that there is a fair fight between both of them. So I'm gonna go to effort, and as you can see, this is Opus 5 on medium, and this is 4 Opus 4.8 on medium. So now let's try with both of them. And one thing that you can see is that it is also asking me to try Claude Design, but we are not gonna focus on that right now. Okay, so first let's start. We will give the prompt of 4.8, and just immediately after we'll give the prompt to Opus 5 and see which one completes first and better, obviously. So here goes the prompt for Opus 4.8, and here goes the prompt for Opus 5. So as you can see, both of them has started work, and I think the speed difference is almost negligible. And the first thing that I observed that Opus 5 actually loaded the front end design skill, whereas if we can see that Opus 4.8 simply started building the file without actually loading the skill. And you can see that it has directly started creating the HTML file. Whereas I mean, the Opus 5 has not currently started building anything. It is correctly architecting it. So basically, it is thinking about what the designs could go, how the architecture of the overall HTML file should look like. But on the other hand, Opus 4.8 has already started creating the HTML file, as you can see right here. So yes, this is one of the difference which I saw. And now we can see that after the architect has been completed, it is now building the single file Cyberpunk Smart Home Dashboard, as we can see right here. Whereas Opus 4.8 has been just creating it from the scratch since starting. So, meanwhile, while they are creating, let's talk about the cost and API considerations. So, the token pricing for both model costs $5 per million token input and $25 per million token output. But Opus 5's default internal thinking uses more tokens per request, leading to larger overall invoices. And if you also talk about safety fallbacks, then Opus 5 includes automated safety checks that can trigger a visible fallback to Opus 4.8 for higher risk offensive cybersecurity requests. And if I also talk about lifecycle, then Opus 4.8 remains active with no scheduled retirement before May 2027, thus serving as a stable rollback option for in comparison to the Opus 5. So yes, even many of the users in my personal space are currently still using Opus 4.8 because in order to conserve those little tokens that they do. But now let us see how the actual difference compares when we compare them with this particular uh, prompt. And I think Opus 4.8 has successfully completed it first, because I think by this time we had already given the prompt to Opus 5 as well. So yes, Opus 4.8 remains the winner in the speed here, but let us also see the quality of the work that it has done. My internet could be a little slow, or maybe it's the servers down there, I don't know. The file is taking, too long to open right here. So what we can also do is simply uh, view it from here. Yes, okay. So it has created this cyberpunk theme as required, and I think it did a good job. As we can see that that all of these charts are basically dynamic in nature. So whenever I'm hovering with them, it is actually responding. And from here, we can easily toggle all of these particular uh, toggles. And yes, I think this work is really good. Also, it is showing the network throughput as well, and the packets, as you can see it right here. And these are also increasing and decreasing as for the same. Also, the latency is there. And apart from that, it also have the uplink speed, core temperature, and the system time as well, which also matches with my actual system time. So yes, that is a really great thing. And also we can see that Opus 5 has also finished creating the same. We will just download it again, because I don't know why it is Opus Claude is facing some issues since the morning. It's not opening right here in the internal artifact. So as we can see, this is the one created by the Opus 5. No, sorry, it was this one. Yes, this is Opus 5 right here. And we can see that it has also done a really great job in doing this. We can see a lot of different things. Here is the system log it has created, subsystems, perimeter security, which also performs this scanning animation as well, which was not here. And in here, it was always just secure. And we can see room lighting like for living room, sleep pod, gallery. Okay, I think this is like really great. And we can also like toggle with these buttons, like we can change the room lighting for balcony as well. And within here we can see the subsystems like thermal roofs, net uplink. And within here we have the life support, which also gives us the oxygen percentage, CO2. I think both of them did a great job. I can't just roll out one single winner. But yes, one thing that I did notice, that Opus 4.8 was a slightly little better, because in some of the terms, because like it also included these dynamic things which are a basicity of any system, like system time, core temperature, which seems to be missing. Okay, the time is here, I can see, but it should have like listed it out as well. It does matches with my current system time though. So obviously, both of them are fine. I think there is not a saying that. By the way, you guys can tell me which one you like. But yes, this is how both of them looks. So do let me know in the comment which one you guys prefer. And that was all for this tutorial. Thanks for watching and have a nice day.